This is it. I don't know.
Strazza thinks tech is back.
It is back.
Have you seen
It's
software
like they're
last week?
We'll talk about it. They're rewarding these stocks for good news again. JC, did you talk to Rose in Miami? I have a hunch about something.
We didn't talk. We were simultaneously laughing at you at one point during one of your presentations. But I wouldn't say we were talking.
You were heckling me, both of you, during my presentation.
Yep.
My bestie and my girlfriend giving me a hard time during my presentation.
That was fun.
She's making oxtail in the slow cooker again for the first time in years. So I didn't know if you had gotten to her ear about something.
No, that's me getting to your ear and you getting into hers. Finally paying off.
She overhears things. She overhears a lot.
Yeah.
In this office. So I just had a little oxtail for breakfast.
Dude, oxtails for breakfast is so good. Dude, put them in your eggs. Ooh, little oxtail omelet. Ooh.
A little onion.
A lot of onion. Yeah, some garlic. Ooh,
what was that piece of beef that you sent me the other day?
That was a prime ribeye, and I got to tell you,
why was it so big? It just wasn't sliced normally.
Well, it's multiple ribeyes together, right? So it's like 3 ribeyes all in one.
You cooked it together, no?
Yeah, of course.
Then you sliced it.
Of course.
Yes.
That's different, no?
Well, you could take the ribeyes and just throw it on the grill and scarf. Or if it's going to be snowing and you can't go outside because it's crazy cold, then you got all day. You might as well take your time with it.
Cool. Yeah, you could bake the steak. A lot of people don't know that.
All right.
I'm pretty sure people know that.
It's something most
it might be new to you, but it's been going on a long time, bro.
Can we start the show?
Yeah.
All right,
it looked good.
I'm trying.
It looked really good.
Okay, good. Hey everybody, this is the morning show. That's JC, that's Steve, I'm Spencer. We're back. Well, we were back yesterday. We're still back. Much to discuss today. I want to talk UNH. Not every day you wake up, you see a major down component down. What is it, like down 15% this morning?
For such a big stock, the volatility over the trailing 12 months in this name for every reason under the sun has been pretty incredible. No?
It's not gonna be a good morning for healthcare. Well, it already isn't a good morning for healthcare. So we'll see how this shakes out.
Johnson & Johnson's up.
Good for them.
But yeah, UNH drives the whole space. Like whatever happens there, then you look at your portfolio and anything like it is just getting hit too. It stinks.
This is a great example of why you take half off the table on a double. Great example. Because ever since it doubled that trade for UNH last year,
you did more
really
than
done
double.
Nothing.
Didn't you do more than a double, like right out the gate? That thing worked right away.
Yeah, but so fine. We took 120%, whatever it is, half off the table, whatever it ended up being.
Sure.
But then now you got 2 years until expiration until December 2027. So like this lets you this is okay. Like it's fine. Like, am I thrilled that the UNH is down 15% and I got half a position left? No, I'm not thrilled about it. But I got 2 years until these things expire. This is exhibit A as to why you take half off the table on a double. Exhibit A.
It's a great point. Great example. Couldn't agree more. And like these things happen in the market and you can't forecast them. They're almost impossible to anticipate. The best way to protect yourself, and you can't really do this with common stock.
What happened? Did they invent the new cancer?
No, there's something about like the fixed rate proposal for health plans. I don't know. It's some government thing, some announcement. Spencer probably could explain it better.
There's 2 things. There was what Strazza just said.
Earnings too, right?
Right. Yes, that earnings this morning and their guidance was they actually forecasted a decline in revenue, which is unusual for a company as large as UNH. But also, what Strazza was just saying yesterday, the government unveiled their Medicare Advantage rates for the year, and they're basically just flat. So what that means is that what
is a Medicare Advantage rate?
These are basically UNH is on the hook for paying increased costs and they're not going to be reimbursed at an increased rate, essentially, is what that means. If I could just grossly oversimplify that whole thing, right?
Good job.
So
I like
the
how
government,
gross that was.
the government decides how much UNH gets reimbursed. UNH covers Medicare plans, et cetera, and so plans go up every year. I think healthcare gets more expensive every year, and they're basically going to be reimbursed at the same rate they were last year. So
the market skeptic in me would have to believe that news came right before their earnings date, and that was probably intentional. They're like, hey, let's not hit our stock twice in the same couple of weeks. Can you just make this announcement? We'll throw it all in the next morning, kind of get this move over with. Yeah, anything there?
Probably. You know more about these earnings shenanigans than I do, right?
All right, I'm not really interested in that story. You want to talk about tech?
Why don't we do a little state of the markets? I got some charts. What do you say? What do you say?
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've got the Dow futures down 0.5% today. That's 276 points. A lot of UNH to the downside. A lot of UNH. UNH, big component there on the Dow Jones Industrial Average. Used to be the biggest component of the Dow Jones Industrial Average. Is it even top 10 anymore before we move on? UNH, not even top 10. Oh, yeah, it is. It's number 6.
11.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, number 7. It's the 7th largest component of the Dow Jones Industrial Average, and it's a price weighted index. So this is a $300 stock. So yeah, it's gonna have a big move. S&P 500 futures are up, right? 60. Look at this. 7,000 for the S&P 500. 69.9875. So just a nose hair under 7,000. Nasdaq 100 futures leading the way, up 0.2%. 26,000 for the Nasdaq 100 futures, sir. 30-year bond futures down 0.25%. 115.5. You got crude oil up 1%, back above 61. 61.30. Metals getting hit this morning. Copper down 2%, 590. Gold flat at 50.73. Silver down 3%, 112, just under 112. With the VIX still above 16. I feel like I say it every day. I can't believe it's still above 16. With markets making new highs. Over in funny money land, you got Bitcoin just under 88,000, flat this morning. You got Ethereum 29.10, flat this morning. You got Solana 123 and change, flat this morning. Total crypto market cap, Mr. Spencer Israel, 2.94 trillion. 2.94 trillion, just under 3 trillion. How do we feel about this morning's futures, Mr. Steve Strazza?
Did you say silver was down or up? I'm seeing like 111.50.
Silver's down, brother. Silver's down. I mean, it's down since yesterday's session. It's up 150% in the last couple of months. So,
Why am I have bad silver data then?
Wavy wants to know if I have been watching the currency action. Sure as hell am. You seeing that zloty? Shout out to the Polish złoty. You guys want to throw up the Polish złoty in there?
Is that how you say that?
Yeah, it's the Polish złoty. Ripping again this morning.
No W in it though.
Yeah, I mean, like, you're a gringo from Connecticut, so like no one's gonna like fault you for like mispronouncing it. I got a little bit more pizzazz. Even though Alfonso and Rick say I'm a gringo, which is hilarious. In hindsight, like when I was younger, we dated all Cuban girls from Miami, maybe a Dominican snuck in every now and then, a Venezuelan or something. And we'd go up to Fort Lauderdale to go meet the gringas, right? Like go hang out with gringa girls. Now I'm the gringo. How the tables have turned, right? How the tables have turned. So here's the Polish złoty. Making new multi-year highs here. Highest level since 2018, sir. Is that evidence of risk aversion?
It's a beautiful base breakout. We're seeing a lot of this in really emerging currencies, but across the globe. And the zloty, I'm just going to say it in a phonetically accurate way. The zloty has been a leader in the forex market for several years now.
And so was the common stock in Poland too, by the way.
I remember this guy talking about zlotys 2-3 years ago. Remember that?
I believe it's like moose like there's no plural. It's not the zlotys. I think it's like euro. Like euro. It's there's no plural. It's not euros.
You know what?
I'm gonna go get me some euros. Yeah, it's not like that either. It's a złote. I think it's like moose.
I've been on such a gyro kick. I just can't stop eating them. I'm putting down like 3 a week here.
What kind of protein are you putting in there?
Lamb.
You're doing lamb.
Yeah. I just love it, dude. I can't get enough of it. You ever get like obsessed with a sandwich? Like when I used to work in the city, like I would go through like phases where I would just eat lunch at the same place for like 2 weeks until I got sick of it. Doing that right now with this whatever it is, I guess Turkish food truck. It's just really good. Like
yeah, it is. You put the tzatziki in there?
Oh yeah. Yeah, they make great like homemade hummus too.
Yeah. No, that's good. It's a good call. You got to put extra red onion though.
Yeah, dude, they do the red onion, tomato, cucumber. The flavors just mix together so well. You get a little extra tzatziki and just go crazy.
Morgan and I, we were in Greece a few years ago, and man, just hanging out in Naxos, and then just like on the beach eating just again every day for breakfast, lunch, just like all day, every day. Just keep it coming until I tell you to stop. It's fantastic.
It's an underrated cuisine, for me. I think it's a little underrated.
Yeah, no? I don't think they have Greeks in Florida.
Not enough. No.
Greek. They're all like in Astoria, Queens. Like, come on, do you really want to be in Astoria, Queens? Get that. And then they're in Michigan too. Like
Astoria, strange place, really strange place.
Beautiful freaking place in the Mediterranean, and what Greeks choose to live in Michigan and in Queens. Come on, get down to Florida. Become Florida men.
We got room. There's space.
There's plenty of room down there. Everybody's welcome. They don't have laws or anything down there. It's fantastic. By the way, I saw Spencer just put the link in the chat. If you guys are interested in the Beat Report, I got to tell you, I've been watching this man right here because I don't have the patience for this kind of shit. But this man right here, Mr. Steve Strazza, has been working on this and has been in my ear for 3 years working on this. It's been expensive as hell. It's taken 5 times the man hours of anything else that he's doing. So this is costing a fortune to get this done. Look at him laughing. So if you guys are interested in what all the hoopla is all about, I highly encourage you to check it out because it's costing a fortune. It's taken 3 years. Taking your sweet time over there, huh, Strazza? Just milking it.
Oh, that was my point yesterday. I was basically telling you guys this thing better be good.
No, thank God it is. Nobody does it like this. People are like, oh, the company missed earnings. No, bro. The company didn't miss shit. The analysts are the ones that missed it. The company just did its thing. It's the analysts. The company doesn't miss or beat. It's the analysts that screw everything up. That's why they're analysts, you see. Analysts is what we used to call them.
The truth is, like, we're chart people, at our core. But, like, you knew me in my former life. Before you helped me, I was an earnings junkie, right? Like every afternoon, that was my night. Just 3-4 earnings calls before bed. So we love this stuff. We look for
earnings calls before bed. Ouch.
And some more in the morning,
and some more in the morning. You're killing me, Smalls.
I'll tell you, AI has helped tremendously.
I bet.
I mean, the time we're saving there is just incredible. And I know we're not even using the best tools.
Dude, there's people who like put like their the earnings and like think that people are going to chat about the earnings in real time. Like there's people who do that. There's AI now. You don't need any of that crap. Let me ask you this, Mr. Steve Strazza. By the way, click on that link and check it out. Seriously, all joking aside, breaking balls, having some fun, but seriously, it's pretty sick.
I'm super excited. And we have our first big earnings trade, dropping it at the open today, and it's a banger. It's a sexy one, JC. I really like it.
So it's a sexy banger. Be careful your choice of words, sir. This is a family show. Throw up slide 2. How can we not? We're burying the lead here. Burying the lead. This one's got to come from macro charts. Macro charts,
what a guy.
Probably like my favorite out there in the business. It's like maybe Rick and Sam tied for first, then like Strazza maybe third, and then macro charts fourth, right? In that order.
We need more of these charts. He's one of the only guys I see covering this, at least on Twitter. But it's just gotten wild out here, and retail investors have no idea the situation that they're walking into.
There was almost more volume in SLV yesterday than SPY. How is that even possible?
It's so stupid at this point. This market's so freaking fucked up that I'm afraid to even short it.
A lot of alliteration there. I like it. What do you make of this? So let's just walk people through what's happening here. So this is a ratio of volume being traded between the volume in silver, in the silver ETF, SLV, and the volume in the S&P 500 ETF, which, by the way, in case you didn't know, the S&P 500 ETF is like the most liquid vehicle in the history of vehicles. There is like more volume and more liquidity in this thing than anything you could ever imagine. And somehow this little irrelevant nothing of a nothing burger traded more than this. How is that even possible? Like, that is, when you want to talk about banana zones, this is the banana zone.
Yeah, this you can't touch it at this point, at least for me. You closed all yours, you were saying? Right? Are you like
I got one gold stock left that
Good,
I'm like itching.
Yep.
I've taken all out. Everything is just huge returns across the board. They hit our targets. You were like, Jay-Z, why haven't you taken your profits yet? Because they haven't hit our targets. You were like, oh, that's stupid.
But
all right.
No.
Well, they hit our targets and we took it. So who's the stupid one now?
No, but this is great. I like that for you. I think that's fantastic. Why be greedy?
I took off the Sabanya yesterday. And
Why
then I
be
took off
greedy?
the Buenaventura last week.
Yeah, you can't. So this is even 3 times the investor interest or euphoria that we saw during that crazy Wall Street bet situation in 2021. I mean, this is just nutty.
Yeah. So big shout out to Macro Charts. Give him a follow. Good guy, good friend. Seriously. A
Really
great
good
guy. Seriously. Does amazing work. And you know me, I don't give a shit what anybody thinks or what anybody does. Like, they all suck out there. Macro Charts doesn't suck. No, he's legit. He's the real deal Holyfield. And you know, I think everybody sucks. No, he does not, in fact, suck at all. Here, throw one more time. I want to just show something real quick. Throw that up one more time, the volume, because this is not it's not like momentum. It's not a ROC. You see a lot of charts that we put together that have that as the plotted. This is specifically volume relative to volume. Like, this is creative. This really shows the point. Like, this is how it's done, guys. This is how it's done. Pay attention.
It's a really good chart, JC. Yeah. Look, I think that wow.
It's a great chart.
All right. Trump's talking shit about New York City right now. I think the big story
about New York City.
I think the big story for commodities right now is like, while everybody's staring at the shiny object over here, literally the shiny object, silver and gold, look at crude oil and energy stocks. I mean, hello. You want to know what to do with all your nice gains from precious metals these past several years? This opportunity is just kicking you right in the face right now. It's beautiful. The setup here with crude oil digging in, energy futures digging in off of these well-established lows, as the energy sector, the biggest stocks, in the energy space are breaking out above these well-established resistance zones. There are so many different ways you could trade this right now.
Let's talk about technology. Strazza's all geeked up on tech this morning. I got to tell you, tech on a relative basis, XLKSPY.
Look out.
Not looking terrible. Nice little consolidation. Momentum still in a bullish regime.
Nobody wanted to entertain my bullish big tech thoughts at Portfolio Accelerator. What a strange, difference from the past. Everybody has moved on to value, small caps. It's never that easy, right? Right now, it seems really obvious that we're getting all this big rotation out of big cap growth US. It doesn't just happen like that, and go smoothly. I think you're going to get at least one last big stand here from the best stocks in the world. And if you look at XLK, it is breaking out to its highest level since like the first week of December. At the open this morning, 40 minutes, you're going to see XLK open above a nice little shelf of highs. This is resolution day, if you ask me. Strazza indicator showing that volatility has been compressed since late last year, as we've coiled up in this nice little triangle pattern after hitting one price target off of the April lows from last year. This is a beautiful setup in stocks that everybody's soured on very quickly. So I like
what's your favorite one
too.
Or are you not allowed to say because you're putting the trade on?
I can't. I don't want to say too much because we do have a big trade in the space that we're releasing for members today. But I think broadly speaking, and I've been talking about it. I remember just last week.
Does it rhyme with Stupidia?
Shh. I remember just last week I was sitting with some of our folks, at lunch, complaining about how I was losing thousands of dollars a day on my short Microsoft puts. Well, now
what a flex! What a flex right there. I was losing thousands of dollars every day.
Like every morning, I was just
during
waking
my
up.
fancy lunch in Miami.
Like,
See this
I was very
Flex guy right now?
I had a very frustrating morning. What was it, Wednesday or Thursday last week? Then we got a nice little
Is that why you're
turnaround.
cranky pants?
I was a little cranky one of
Cranky.
those days.
It's
I get
thousands
cranky.
of dollars.
No, but look, there were big positions for me. So I'm shorting the Microsoft puts, I'm shorting the Avago puts, I'm shorting the AMD puts, and then as they start to work, I take that money and I buy the calls. Now some of the calls are starting to work, dude. I've done this with Oracle, I've done this with Salesforce. I mean, across the board, ended up being risk reversals. A lot of these positions, and I think they got legs here. I think they got big legs. All the indexes in big cap growth right now look like this, like they're just coming out of these little continuation patterns right now. And you got earnings underway. So you want to know catalysts for a big leg higher? You got, a bunch of them.
Throw up that Micron. Here's another good
good.
lesson. Here's another good lesson. Great lesson here.
Today.
You know, we given so much what do they call it? Free jewelry? So much free jewelry today. Good lesson earlier today. UNH getting smoked. I'm in it with half a position. That's why you take half off the table on a double or more than double in that case. Great lesson. Here's another great lesson. You hear me and Strazza talking about big bases, big booty bases, Kardashian bottoms, like all that stuff, right? Bigger the base, higher in space. Like literally, like we're so obnoxious about it again and again and again. Do you know why? This is why.
Yeah.
Hello?
This is the single best pattern you will ever see for the longest of time frames. I mean, you see something like this, just do everything you can to buy as much of it as you can as possible. Another good lesson, as if we're spouting.
This thing tripled after it broke out, bro.
Exactly. Another good lesson. Wall Street hated this stock. They missed AI at 90. Just a year ago? Nothing going for them. Now the stock's at 400. Analysts are tripping all over themselves to upgrade it. It's how it goes. You can't trust the street. They're always late. They're chasing these things in every which direction. Literally hated this stock not long ago. Up 4.5% today. Breaks ground on advanced wafer fabrication facility in Singapore. Price target raised to 480 at Mizuho. They love it now. They love it.
Think about this. It's 2026. If you're an analyst at a bank in 2026, like,
don't be mean.
I'm not being mean. I'm just saying, like, if that's what you do every day, you're probably not the type of person that we're interested in listening to, right?
Yeah, and you don't let your kids around those people either. So
I don't think they're creepy. I don't think they're bad. I don't think they're creepy. They're just wrong a lot. No, there's way creepier folks than Wall Street analysts. I wouldn't go there. I don't think they're pedos.
Might not have the best judgment.
It might not have the best judgment for equities, but I think they could, for the most part, they could be trusted.
Are you bullish on wafers?
Vanilla wafers?
No, wafer fabrication.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
Okay. Good, me either. The airlines have been hit a little bit.
I'm just slow cooking oxtails over here, man. I don't know nothing about no wafers.
Are we both doing oxtails?
I don't have any oxtails marinating as we speak.
Okay.
But what did I tell you?
That would be cool.
I told you to get 3 entire oxtails and a ton of cayenne pepper, and then call me. You have not. Hey,
Rose, did you do it the way JC does it? No. You know where she got the oxtails from? I don't want to
hear you're complaining then.
You know where she got them from? Costco.
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah.
3 oxtails and an irresponsible amount of cayenne pepper, and then call me. All right? Until then, I don't want to hear it. Bring out Kenny Glick.
That's a lot of heat, no?
No.
It's been a long time coming. They ain't come from my club, they tugging. Putting up numbers, 99 pounds, and I still kept it 100. Hold up. Yeah.
Oh!
Yo, who came up with that graphic? That shit hits every morning.
It does. It does. It really does.
Even though I had no idea. I thought he was saying something about his cornflakes. Totally not saying cornflakes.
No, wafers. I had these pink wafers the other day. They were like little waffle wafers with like a pink cream. My daughter was eating it and she wasn't looking, and I was like, ooh, one for me. And I was like, hey, these are pretty good actually. They were like these little like pink wafer cracker things with like some cream. It was delicious.
Oh, I still love anything vanilla wafers. Yeah. Brings back childhood too.
My dad claims he's like allergic to chocolate. He's crazy, this guy. And so he just always had vanilla wafers around.
Yeah.
So I've been eating vanilla wafers my whole life because they were always around.
Oh, I still got what's the Keebler one, the graham crackers dipped in chocolate. Still, but you know what I got in the house right now? Old school, the Roman egg biscuits, Stella D'Oro. Oh, that's so good. It's like a whole breakfast in a little cookie. It's so good.
Yeah, I don't think that's on the program.
Yeah, you got to get those Stella D'Oros. You can't find them everywhere. The Roman egg biscuits. You guys know what I'm talking about. What's up, Grandma?
Stella D'Oros is like sounds like one of those words that like people in Staten Island make up. Like it's not English or Italian. Stella D'Oros.
You don't know Stella D'Oro? Come on.
Hey, Stella D'Oros.
That's funny, but yeah.
Right? Am I right? It sounds like one of those fake words that like if you're from Brooklyn or Staten Island or whatever, like they just make shit up. It sounds like one of those.
Like scalabash.
Like
yes.
scalabash. What is the scalabash?
That's actually a colander. Apparently in Italian, it's I don't know the real Italian word, but my mom used to call it a scalabash, but that's not even a word, but that was what we called it.
I love it. I love it. Kenny Glick, lots of things on the move. We buying this dip in UNH or what?
Probably, but let's talk about the silver short. I've been sitting there, looking for a hedge for the last couple of weeks because I'm not selling the coins. So I have no recourse other than to look to short that AGQ yesterday. And here's something that I learned from you. It's easier to buy stocks when they're going up. And if you're going to short, you might as well wait when they start going down. I know, right? Crazy concept. So there it was. AGQ ripping, rolling. I ain't playing the roll yet. There's the VWAP break. And there's the lovely test from underneath. And then you got your finger of God. And listen, with AGQ, you could miss 20 points and you still manage to get, and I'll show you this trade right here. And again, I kind of blew the last 40 points, but who cares? There it is. This is just your blue line to your orange line. And that, my friends, was 22 points. How you doing?
How you doing?
So not a bad trade. And here's what happened afterwards. So again, once it couldn't stay above prior day VWAP, the same setup that got me short here.
Put it up, guys.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry about that. Hang on.
Show me your scalabash.
Scalabash. So you guys got it up now? Get it up. It's hard for us to get it up now, but
settle down.
Here's the ripping, right? No reason to be shorting. This thing's, again, listen, guys, 80 got us basically 120. If you guys don't know, if you're not trading the futures, this is the SIs yesterday. 50 got us 80. 80 got us 117.70. I'm sorry, Johnny. I'm sorry we didn't get to 120 exactly to the penny, but close enough. And then here comes the roll on the futures. So here's your AGQ. You're not going to be shorting it on the way down on the way up, but here's the roll. There's the VWAP break, but here's the magic. When you go under VWAP and you can't get back above it, that's telling you that something's changed. Now you have, and again, you don't know it's going to work. You never do. But if you now get under VWAP, test from underneath, and you short the rollover, you know one thing. If it breaks back over that area, get the hell out of the trade. But it didn't. And you got prior day VWAP, which is 22 points. And then that same setup, if you got out, I was out by here, a little faux show. I thought that was going to be a turn, but then it rolled. There's that test from underneath of the prior day VWAP. And then you got yourself another 50 points to the downside, which I wish I could say I participated in, but I didn't. But here we are today, still kind of looking at the same setup. Fast forward, we got some chop this morning. Here's prior day VWAP. So if we start to roll again, I'm probably going to look to short AGQ. But a lot of other things, yeah. Humana and UNH on the list.
Humana too, huh?
Absolutely. Well, it's going, hand in hand with the.
Nobody Humana as much as you.
Yes.
You're the person who's ever talking to me about Humana.
Listen,
I mean, just when I think Kenny Glick, Humana.
You didn't think Baker Hughes yesterday. We got paid on that bad boy 3 different times. Love
Baker Hughes. Are they still counting rigs?
Loving the Baker Hughes yesterday. Got paid. It was pretty good. And also, speaking of getting paid, let me just show you something about the way we trade. I was long Alcoa. We had some fun with this trade. And yesterday they just dumped it at the open. We dumped it at the open also. But then I spent all day waiting for it to be a buy. I was like, okay, it's coming to my price. Let's look to buy it. And it just never told us to buy it. So guess what? We didn't. I didn't short it. Same scenario here. Something's not right with Alcoa. I thought that the numbers were good. I thought you'd recover by now. I'm looking at it as a dip buy again today, but I only trade what I see now. I don't trade what I think. I could have an idea, but I still let it get validated by VWAP. So fast forward to UNH, same scenario. You love it right now because it didn't break VWAP. So it's still above pre-market lows. We're going to wait for the foe and the show back below pre-market lows. Then if it gets back over these two levels where it held earlier, then the VWAP break. It'll be a clean first VWAP break of the day. Loving this UNH trade. Again, not
this
long yet.
This would be above 300.
Yeah, again, the VWAP's going to start trailing down a little bit. So just like the Alcoa on earnings day, would love to see a capitulation right out of the gate, smack it down to 290, maybe even 287.50. Little faux show bro action down there, and then we'll be buying it as it breaks back above these levels. Then a VWAP break would be pretty sweet. So UNH, obviously looking at that. GM kind of, just going sideways right now. Can't even make its mind up. But again, big pop on the earnings. It is glued to VWAP the whole morning. So above this 83.50, chances are we're going higher. Below this 81.95, we're going to go lower. So that's it's an easy setup, but right now it's so damn boring that I've kind of lost it. I just want to give a shout out to the chat room. Somebody gave me this trade yesterday. Digital Ocean. Well played, sir. Well played.
I don't know this one.
Look at this monstrous move. This was coming out of this Andy Dufresne. I completely forgot about the stock in the 30s. Look at this monster breakout. But look at it on a 3-year chart. Actually, look at it in the 5-year chart. I just want to give a shout out to whoever told me to buy this yesterday. I didn't buy it. You're lucky because I wouldn't be doing this. But here we go. Look at this. Look at that. Andy Dufresne, baby. That's a 5-year VWAP break and a hold. So whatever you got here, man, I would look to sell a little bit, but woo, you got probably another 10 points on this bad boy. So nice call, my friend. Nice call. That's it. And again, I'll be stalking that silver. Got the Humana and UNH. A couple of the big guys like Northrop Grumman and RTX I'm also got my eye on because they reported earnings. There's just not a lot of volume on these bad boys. So we're going to sit back, 9:45. We'll see when the volume starts coming in on RTX and Northrop. And that's my story. I'm sticking to it.
This Q's got legs?
Again, the Qs are just baffling right now. Every time it looks like they're going to get worse, they get better and better. So I'm kind of just, again, during earnings season, I kind of stray from the path of the Qs. But yeah, I mean, it's incredible stuff that it's just virtually impossible to stay short. But, now that we're back to that 630 area, I might look at it as a possible short, but I think I'm going to stick with the individual earnings plays now.
Mr. Kenny Glick, ladies and gentlemen, go on into the room. First of all, there's nobody you'd rather hang out with. Trading can be very lonely, so you might as well be laughing throughout the day, and Kenny is going to do exactly that for you. But the best way to participate is to do just that. Put on a trade with Kenny. If Kenny's putting on the trade, put it on also. Kenny's taking profits, take profits. Kenny gets stopped out, put on the next one. Like, actually do it. Like, you could read books about push-ups, or you could just do the push-ups, right? Do the fucking push-ups. Go in there, trade with Kenny, have a good time, and then email me and be like, that was pretty good. I like that.
Email me too. I like hearing good things. Yeah, because that's my mission in life, is to try to make people money. So
that's it.
All right. Good luck, everybody. I'll see you guys soon.
Adios.
Peace.
I guess I'm just more selfish than that. I'm just trying to make money for myself. People want to tag along and watch what I'm doing. Like, that's good. But I want everybody to know this is very selfish for me. I'm here to make money for my portfolio. You guys are all welcome to tag along, but this is focus, man. I'm focused, man.
Yeah. JC, if I learned one thing about you, it's pretty much everything that you do. It's nice if it's educational, and it's nice that it's valuable for others, but you're doing it because first and foremost, you are curious, right? You want to know. You want to know the answer, and then it's convenient that also.
Dude, I got 3 kids, man. I got to get that paper, son.
Right. I wanted to briefly bring up what slide is it? Sorry, slide 12. We have 12. Yeah, can we bring up 12 just for a second? Our old friend back in the headlines this morning, Representative Nancy Pelosi, in her final year in office.
Are we friends with Nancy Pelosi?
I don't know. Probably not.
Will you finally let her on the show? She's always trying to get on our show.
I know.
We just never have time for her. Can you get her on?
I haven't seen her doing much of late. So she had a filing out yesterday and did a bunch of stuff. Did some selling, did some buying, bought some Alliance Bernstein, exercised some Apple options, bought some more Apple options. There's a lot going on here. So
she buys the dip in big tech, unlike anybody in Washington.
She's retiring. I'm hearing.
Yeah, she's retiring at the end of the year. So
so like she could focus more on her trading. Do you think she's still going to have the inside information though?
She loves this Tempest. Yeah, she's going to still have it.
Isn't it the hubby who's the
dude?
Yeah.
We're gonna have to do a special report.
This is a thing that people say. Does anybody really know that? Where did that come from?
I don't know. I heard it once.
Anyway,
he's a freak, right? Isn't he a freak? We know, right?
Freak about like the market.
I mean, they buy deep in the money calls. They're synthetic common stock positions. They're not like YOLO in like.
No, he's like the real life Paul Giamatti from that show.
Oh, a freak like that.
In the chains.
Billions? Like for billions? What?
Yeah. He's like the real life guy.
That was weird.
Wait, Paul Giamatti is a U.S. attorney in that show. I don't know.
Yeah, but when the lights go off.
Yeah, that's
okay. We're not gonna go there.
Freak offs.
Rich people are into some real weird sex stuff.
Yeah.
Dude, you're not. Oh my god, I watched a documentary over the weekend.
Poor people can't afford to be so freaky.
It's true. It's true. That's a luxury service.
It is. Yeah. No, it's true. It's expensive. Whips and chains.
All I wanted to say was at some point before the end of this year, we'll make sure to put out a special hot corner report, just all about Nancy Pelosi or her husband and
some great names
and the trades that they've been making, their best calls, their worst calls, et cetera. Because we're going to lose this data at the end of the year. It's sad.
Along these lines, and we don't publish this stuff, but obviously we see it. Some interesting insider sales in Reddit. You don't want to overthink this stuff, but executives are dumping stock out there, and the stock's selling on the news, down 10% this morning. Dude, not a big insider sale. So
I feel like I'm not junky enough to use it. Like I just can't use it.
That is a big drop on insider selling, Steve. Wow.
Yeah,
that is
it's been chronic. They've been chronic offenders all year. Their COO and CEO.
By the way, speaking of the C-suite, I saw the CFO of the trade desk, who's been on the job for 6 months, just left the company. So that's always great when that is happening.
Yeah, so the guy who runs silver trading for Goldman Sachs just pieced out yesterday.
Really?
Yep. What could go wrong? So when the head of trading at Goldman Sachs for silver pieces out, you know what I think it is? I think the whole thing's a house of cards. I think the whole thing's a fugazi. They can't. Heard Anne Marie yesterday saying they can't even deliver the silver. Whoo, something's happening.
He made a shit ton of money maybe and is going to Hawaii. But also there is something going on with the big 6 banks. They are agents of the U.S. government, right? Like J.P. Morgan, Goldman. And there's whispers out there that China's trying to gobble up all the gold. And the U.S. banks that have physical gold will not let China buy that. They're keeping it here for strategic purposes. But it's really cool, right? When the lines start to blur between, corporate America and geopolitics around the world. Because you see the headlines about JP Morgan and Trump suing each other and all that bullshit. But behind the scenes, JP Morgan's out here looking out. Is what I'm hearing. Keeping the physical here. No? You guys haven't been hearing these conspiracy theories?
I know that one. I have not been. No.
When you start to put the pieces together, and I could smell a silver magazine cover. I could smell it. you know,
You
precious.
don't need it. You don't even need it, JC, at this point. You
Smell
have
it.
all the sentiment data you could ever want in this space right
I was
now.
inspired, Steve Strazza. If you throw up slide 2 yesterday, I picked this one up on eBay. What a steal. Got it for $14.
See, and they could trade around their position, somebody like Goldman and JP Morgan, but they're net long, right? They hold a ton of physical in these precious metals. So like that's probably not the best take that they tried to short silver. They're long, right? They could trade around the position and hedge and do things like that, but they own a shit ton of these precious metals, the big banks.
So I picked this one up last night.
Are they stealing the copper and the Cadillac converters again?
Show them what happened after this magazine cover came out. Bloomberg Business Week.
They're
Great
stealing
buy
the
last
pennies?
night. Great buy last night. Nailed it.
Oh, that's old.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
good one. Yeah, that was, but that according to Spencer, it never even happened because it was before 2015. But I can assure you, it happened. I was there. That was a good one, I thought. Right? Good buy. $15.
No, that's
$15,
cool.
like that.
Yeah, that's cool. Well, I wonder what the copper heist was.
No, I was going to ask if that headline doesn't seem very sentimenty to me.
Never does, Spencer. It never does.
Yeah, tough crowd over here with this one, JC.
Right. Yeah. With prices near record highs, thieves are selling America for scrap. Seems frothy. And sure
Precious
enough,
metals,
it was.
Precious metals right now.
I mean, are they
Are
wrong? Is the headline wrong?
Look,
Not about the headline, Spencer. Stop taking the side of the journalist. Like, you're not a fucking journalist, bro. Spencer takes it so personally.
Yeah.
This isn't about you.
Okay. All right.
All right. Look, here's the deal. I'm going to summarize commodities for you like right now in 2 seconds. Precious metals incredibly extended, overbought, most historic overbought extremes we've ever seen in the
I
history.
said that 100% ago.
Yeah, he said that a month ago.
Great. Remains the case. It was true then.
Thanks.
It's true now.
Oh, is it still the case?
It's still the case. No one would argue with that. You're showing charts that literally make my point. Industrial metals extended, but not nearly to the extent of precious, right? Huge momentum surge out of big bases.
Kind of industrial
steel,
metals like
copper.
tin and nickel.
Yeah, they're getting overbought. There have been big moves there. Far less extended, probably still good over longer time frames. Oil and gas, literally just starting. Literally just getting up off the floor here. Probably a brand new trend. Agriculture, same thing. You could go right on down the line, and you got ones that are probably in the later stages and much later innings. And then you also have other ones that you could rotate into. So it's such a beautiful thing that are definitely in the early innings, the early stages of a new bull market. We just put out a nice deep dive report on the agribusiness space because we like to make hay while the sun is shining on the farms. And it is right now. So we came out with all of our favorite ideas.
Shout out
Agriculture
farms. Farms are great.
Things like John Deere, Corteva, Archers, Daniels, Midland. Fertilizer companies.
Archers, Daniels, Midland.
Archers, Dangles, Middlings.
Oh, I love it.
good one,
Can we talk about why the stock market's about to collapse?
Oh, I would just love to hear it.
Yeah, let's talk about
Says who?
something important. You guys
Says
want to
who?
talk about something important? The leads are weak. You're weak.
What are they telling you now?
Throw up slide 6. So, listen. When it's a bull market and things are healthy, I like to stay alert, right? I like to stay alert. I don't want to rest on my laurels because I know that the market is going to stab me in the back. It's a backstabbing son of a bitch, that market. I'm telling you right now, I've been there. You think everything's fine, everything's nice and calm, and kablam! Gets you. It's like a snake bite. Gets you. Right? So I like to stay alert. You see, Mr. Strazza, staying alert. And so here we're looking at a ratio of the S&P 500 relative to consumer staples. So what does that mean? When this line is going up, things are good. When this line is going down, things are not good.
That's a good chart, JC.
We are at a very critical juncture here in the ratio between the S&P 500 and consumer staples. They better bid them up. Now, it's now or never. Am I wrong?
I approve this message. It's a great chart.
Yeah.
It's an excellent point.
Yeah, I
This
don't
is
need your
something-
approval. We all know it's a great chart.
This is something we would look to confirm new highs at the index level in a little bit here, but the fact that it's failing this top is highly constructive, and it's one for the bulls.
But wait, there's more.
Okay, give me more.
Next chart.
Give me more charts. Oh, yeah. So there was a question in the chat yesterday. We didn't get to it. Is the recent selling pressure in financials at all concerning, or do we say the stocks have been really good? Let them dance.
It's the worst performing sector year to date, financials.
Let me see.
Last year, consumer staples were the worst performing sector, which was healthy market environment, bull market, pretty standard stuff. Staples were actually up only 1.5% total return last year. Total return, that's with dividends. And they actually do pay dividends. So total return up 1.5% compared to 17.5%, 17.7% for the S&P 500. This year, financials are the worst sector, and consumer staples are the third best sector. Third best sector so far year to date, Mr. Strazza. Do you know what the best performing sector year to date is?
Easily materials.
Tied materials. It is technically materials, but basically tied with energy. Both up 10%. 10% so far this month. Energy and materials.
On an equal weight basis, materials are crushing everything. I'm seeing them up 16% here. Energy up 10. And look, this is the kind
On
of
an equally weighted basis, materials are up 11 year to date.
I'm looking.
Energy's
I use
up
Morningstar.
9.3.
I use Morningstar equal weight indexes. So.
Oh, now you're a Morningstar guy. How convenient.
It's just the whole market. It includes mids and smalls. And you know how good the small cap.
Let me tell you something. And I agree. SMT, RAS, regional banks still actually looking okay. If go throw up one more time. If that doesn't recover, not like soon or like one day, this son of a bitch needs to recover now. Now. Otherwise, big problem for this market. I got to tell you. So listen, these cracks in the market, right? Every big bear market, every big historic sell-off starts with a few cracks. Doesn't mean that a crack needs to lead to a historic bear market. But I'm just saying.
Yep.
I'm saying there's a chance.
It's a good point. JC, we have a smarty in the chat pointing out that magazine covers are not a perfectly 100% accurate signal. Thanks.
Nobody said they were.
I know. I'm just.
In fact, I'm going to do
You mean it's not magic? You mean it's not
I'm
like
do a special report on there's a few occasions where the magazines actually nailed it.
Yes, plenty.
Like there was a U.S. News and World Report in August of 1987 calling for a crash.
Dude, the dollar last cycle was incredible at the blow off top. Yeah, you see it sometimes for sure.
Yeah, the journalists every now and then get it right. There was in 1999 on the cover, I believe it was The Economist. I have it here somewhere, where it's a bull dress wearing a wedding dress.
Yeah.
It was a great cover, fantastic cover, and the bull lasted, right? So like every now and then they get it right. So the idea is the best times is when you already believe something is going to happen and you're already positioned for that, and then the magazine comes out.
Yeah, and you're like, oh my God.
Right. Like remember the stampeding robot bulls in February of 2020? We were already selling tech. We were already shorting the market. And
JC,
then stampeding robot bulls.
That was 6 years ago, really?
You're getting old, Strazza. You're getting old, buddy. That back is hurting, you know?
Oof, I could feel it.
Yeah.
We've been doing this for a long time.
Feels like just yesterday, huh?
All right, so look, let me finish my point. The way that materials, energy, industrials, small caps, transports, all these economy stocks, cyclical stocks have started the year wildly bullish. You can't take that away from them. However, when I look at these sector rankings on a year-to-date basis, the ones you were just alluding to, tech is up like 2%, discretionary like 2%, communications I'm seeing like 1.5%. Again, my numbers will be slightly different than yours. But like there's a big dislocation there, and I think that performance gap can narrow, right? And you could get a little counter trend in favor of growth stocks, in favor of tech communications with companies like Google, Microsoft, Apple, Meta coming out and reporting this week and next, right? The catalysts are in place. The coils are there. We've been sideways since October of last year, building up energy. These are the best stocks off the April lows just last year. Don't throw them out and dump in to the new shiny object because materials are up 15%, right? Own the materials.
See what you
Good.
did there, shiny object.
Yeah,
See what you did there.
right? It works. The precious metals. But
JC is
do you
the type
agree?
of to sleep with a gun beside his bed. You know, I don't do that. I might. I guess you're gonna, fuck around and find out, I suppose. What I'm more interested in is just always playing devil's advocate, looking at my portfolio and then being like, what could go wrong? Because there's a lot that could go wrong. So what are the signs that would suggest that shifting and transitioning that positioning elsewhere perhaps would be advantageous to me and my family and my own selfish endeavors, which are to make money, to extract money from the market to my own account from the accounts of others, right? I don't know where the money's coming from. I don't care. As long as it comes into my account, that's what I'm interested in.
Yeah, we don't worry about everybody else, just worrying about our money. There's no face. You can't see the face on the other side of your trade. You don't even have to think about it.
No.
It shouldn't affect you. And guns are pretty cool. I've been hearing a lot about guns.
Dude, I was in Vegas with Fami
people down
once. We
here.
were shooting Uzis.
Oh, it's sick, man.
I didn't even know what an
So cool.
Uzi looked like. It's like a tube. It's like,
Oh.
it was crazy. Yeah, we had like Osama bin Laden, and we're just like, oh, for real though, in Vegas. Like we went to eat. It was like, and then you work up an appetite shooting these explosive devices. And so we went straight to all you can eat sushi. It's good times. Shout out Vegas.
It's expensive ammunition.
Yeah.
That's
You're the
also
Florida man. You would know better than me.
that's also a pretty wealthy guy thing to just go to the range and just unload. Like that costs money. That's like driving a boat, right?
That was my biggest takeaway.
Happens
Yeah.
fast. You're just you're throwing money out.
Yeah. All right.
And then your adrenaline rises, and then your adrenaline drops, and you get real hungry.
Before we go, we got to fill in the house. I want to bring him out. It's Tuesdays.
All right, bring them out.
We all need a pearl of wisdom, if you will.
Yeah,
10 o'clock.
indeed. Pearl Dog,
Go. What the hell? Sorry, Phil.
bring him
Where
out.
you at?
Bring him out.
Where's Phil? Where you
Good
at?
morning, gentlemen.
There
Good
he is.
How you doing?
Hello, sir.
How you guys doing?
Dude, my Tuscan chicken last night, Pearls. Woo-wee. Man,
Nice.
I'm good.
Nice, dude. Yeah, we had a great little stir fry. Had a little white rice last night. A little bit, just a little bit.
That's not on the Proman program.
Yeah, but it didn't.
It makes
I
it
ran 5
constipated.
miles. I ran 5 miles, and I probably had about 20 grams of carbohydrates with a little bit of white
in the
rice.
omakase on Saturday in the city, it was like a little salad kind of thing and had a little layer of rice at the bottom, like sticky rice. And then it was all the fish eggs, all the salmon roe with the uni.
Yeah.
Just a little bit of rice.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's okay.
As long as you're not having the nachos.
The nachos.
Yeah, as long as you're not having nachos and Pringles and hoo-hoo.
He's talking to you, Spencer.
I don't even like nachos. So,
Good.
no.
Good. Okay,
All right.
so I got something for you today.
Yeah.
I got something for you guys. So, by the way, speaking of, you're talking about devil's advocate. So there was this guy Karl Popper, who was a great. He was a philosopher about science. By the way, Karl Popper was a badass, and he had this theory of falsifiability, and he basically was saying that nothing is ever proven. Nothing is ever proven. Like there, you could have hey, gravity, gravity exists. And then one day somebody comes along and proves that gravity doesn't even exist, that it's something else going on there, or there's some other thing happening. So nothing ever exists. So when you play devil's advocate all the time, that is an incredible posture to take when it comes to markets. And Karl Popper would approve.
Shout out to Karl Popper.
Dude, he was the man. He really was the man. We
Is he
get a
from New Jersey?
screenshot of him up. Spencer, he was a fun, he was a great looking guy too. Karl Pop, classic, old guy. But I got something for you guys today. I got some, and I'm going to call it the Zen of missing trades. The Zen of missing a trade, because right now what's happening, and I've been asked 3 times in the last 2 days, are you in the silver trade? SLV, you long SLV, or what are you doing? Like if you're not long SLV, you're a loser or you're lame or whatever. And this SLV is going crazy. Silver all of a sudden is the new gold or the new Bitcoin or the new fart coin or whatever. And you know what? Most people aren't in that trade. Most people are not in the trade.
That's
and the thing is
They should
that there's
subscribe to the Gold Rush.
what's that?
They should
Oh,
subscribe
by
to
the way, if you're not in SLV, you ought to be subscribing to the Gold Rush.
What are you even reading?
What are you even reading? Because he's been Jason's been all over the silver trade. That's true. Before the last 5 days. I mean, SLV traded like 21 billion shares yesterday.
Yeah.
It was something hilarious.
No, I think that's what it was. I think it was 21 gabillion.
21 billion. And so, but anyway, though, so there's a zen to missing trades, and it was like Munger, or it was one of these guys. You'll probably remember the quote better than me, but it might have been Buffett. But he said something like, there's no called third strikes in stock pick, in investing. There's no called third strike. You can watch great investments go by, one after the next, right down the middle, and there's going to be another one. There's going to be another one that comes along. And so when we get caught up in chasing or being late to the game or just padding and saying, oh, I'm in that, that's when we get away from our system. That's when we get killed. So there's a zen. There's like, hey, you know what? I'm seeing this thing go by. I don't own any silver. I'm never going to own any silver. I'm not. I own some gold. I own some Bitcoin. That's my trade. It's been great. It's worked out amazing. I'm just holding them for a long, long time. I've held them for a long time. And I'm not going to be silver. I'm just letting it go. Right. So it comes in and I'm like, oh man, that would have been really nice. Wow, that would have been great. And then it just goes by. And you know what? I look downstream and I see another one coming at me. And it's coming. And there's going to be another beautiful pitch or another boat coming right at me. Zen of missing the trade.
It's the JOMO.
It's the JOMO. It's the JOMO. It's like the Munger spin or the Warren Buffett spin on the JOMO, the joy of missing out. But it's incredibly important because more people get away from their system and are late to a trade just by like, oh my God, I'm missing this. Everybody's in this trade. And meanwhile, half the people who are telling you they're in it are bullshit. But everybody's in it and I'm not in it. Holy shit. I've seen this play out 20 million times over the last 30 years plus that I've been involved with this game. And I just want to say, you just let it go. Silver, let it go. There's going to be another one. There's going to be a fart coin. There's going to be new. And then guess what else? Something you're holding is going to be that thing. Like you're going to have one. You're going to hit the ball out of the park every once in a while. You're going to have that trade. And then you enjoy that trade and you play that trade and you make money on that trade. You can't have them all. You don't need to have them all. There's no called third strike.
And at the end of the day, from an execution standpoint, this is an easy one. This is like investing is difficult. Life is difficult. This is an easy one because you have to be an idiot to think you're going to catch every trade. You need to go into this knowing for a fact that not a day will go by for the rest of your life that you won't miss a trade. This is an easy one, Pearls. Like, you talk about it from a philosophical standpoint, you talk about it from a theoretical standpoint, and then when you bring it into execution, it's like, that's hard, that's easy, that's hard, that's easy. This is an easy one.
It is easy. It's easy perceptually, and it's difficult emotionally because, you see other people doing it, and then, CNBC has somebody on that, they made all this money in the silver trade, or somebody on
crap,
Twitter.
you already lost anyway. So
what's
turn
that?
Shit off. If you're watching that kind of crap, you already lost anyway. Turn that off.
There's so many people who are glued to whatever is working right now and the big trade. And oh my God, if I only had, if I only did it, if I only was, and that thing will kill you. And it will lead you to failure. I mean, just imagine how many people got sucked in yesterday morning into silver. Oh my God, I can't miss it. You're seeing this slope go like this. They're in right there. And then all of a sudden it's 98 or whatever it went to. And it's down 8% after being up 8% or down 40% after whatever it was. And they're killed. Happened to a gabillion people. You look at the volume yesterday was 21 gabillion shares traded. And so that is very evident. So I'm
a lot
only
of
bringing it
commas
up.
and zeros.
It's
so
it's like 1,000 zeros. It's more than a Google.
So many commas.
I think it's more than a Google. It's crazy. You just let it go. And really, it's like anything in life. Like sometimes you're just going to have missed opportunities. And if you beat yourself up about every single one, you're going to be dead. You're going to pull your hair out. You're going to be crying. You just, some things are meant for you. Some things are not. And you just let them go by. And then it's on to the next thing. Like that's all, that's all I could tell you in this present environment. You let it go.
I got a spin-off take here of a pearl of wisdom that I learned a long time ago, and that is very simple. If you are trying to buy silver after 150% move in 2 months, just go take a walk.
Go take a walk. Exactly.
How am I doing?
Exactly.
How am I doing?
You missed it 2 weeks ago. You missed it when it was 80. You already missed it.
Take a walk.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right?
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah,
simple as that. Easy in theory, simple as you say, but it can be really taxing and difficult.
There's way more difficult ones out there that you got to be careful with. This is an easy one, Pearls. I'm sorry. It is.
You think it's easy? What's easy for you? You've been around the block like
just
about
common
100
sense.
times.
Like if you think you're going to catch every big move, you're crazy. Like
Right.
it's just mathematically impossible to do that. So you know that going into this endeavor that every day trades are going to go by you that are going to go up a zillion percent. You're not going to be in it. Like that's just a fact of life. This is an easy one.
Rod Carew got out twice as many times as he got a hit in the history. The greatest, one of the greatest hitters for average in the history of baseball.
Greatest Jewish baseball player ever?
Greatest Jewish baseball player ever. And one of the greatest on-base percentage
It's a low
guys
bar, but, legit.
in history. Yeah. Right. It's questionable.
He's one of the greatest hitters, period.
One of the greatest hitters for on-base
Jewish or
percentage got to be through the roof.
Yeah.
And he got out 2 out of every 3 times that he came up to the plate. Maybe a little less because he walked. But more times than not, he was out. So he failed more than he succeeded. And, he's one of the greats of all time.
All right, last thing on the silver. If you are in it and you're freaking out because you don't know what the hell to do because you're up all this money, first off, congratulations. Second off, today at 1, Sam and Jason are going live, and they're going to talk about, okay, what do you do now? You're in? Great. How do you manage this trade? So that's today, Gold Rush Live. Usually they go live Thursdays. They go live today at 1. So if you're in silver and you're freaking out, let Sam and Jason tell you exactly how to manage the trade or how they would do it. That's the first thing. Second thing is we're going to end here because Strazza has to go live in a few minutes for the open bar. The open bar was closed last week, but it's back open today. And we got to find out what Strazza's doing. I think he's making trades right now, actually. I'm not even sure, but I'm
putting on hedging trades.
Assuming he is. So when we wrap here, Strazza will go live, open bar, live trade right here on YouTube and Twitter and our site, stockmarkettv.com. So that's what's coming up next. And then last thing is, if you haven't already seen the link in the chat description, the live earnings trading with Strazza on Thursday at 2:00. Register for free. Get the free link right there.
It's earning. There's earnings this week, apparently.
Oh my God.
What's going on?
So many earnings.
Today,
or a lack
today's
thereof in some cases.
Today's like Industrials Day, but like tomorrow, after the bell, you get Microsoft, you get Meta, you get Tesla. Thursday after the bell, you get Apple. That's kind of the only big. I mean, Visa's there too, but like
earnings are so hot right now.
So hot. So this is it. This is the week. This is big. We had Netflix last week. This is the rest of big tech, most of it, and it's game day as far as I see.
You guys heard of the this Google? I can't even give it a straight face. You guys heard of this Google? This Google apparently.
Yeah, it's wild.
I like the Google. That's
Yeah.
my pick for you guys.
I love the Google.
Nice.
I like the Google. All right, guys.
All right, let's get out of here.
Let it go. Just let it go by. It'll come in. You'll hate it. You'll be like angsty, and then you just watch it go by, and there's another one coming.
Carrying that weight every day of the FOMO is so exhausting.
It's exhausting.
Mentally, physically, just let go.
Yeah. Phil
Like
said
a
it.
walk.
Phil said you'll never be happy. You'll never be happy.
No.
Right? You'll be miserable forever.
Yeah, go for a walk and marinate some oxtails. You'll be fine.
Perfect.
Mm,
Perfect
that's it.
formula. Perfect.
All right.
recipe.
Thank you for watching. Open Bar with Strazza coming up next. See you there.
Adios.
Adios.
I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs.